Hello everybody, and Hail State. What a game we just witnessed here on the update for Mississippi State, Oregon State recap show. What a game we just witnessed in Omaha, Nebraska, TD Ameritrade Park, as Mississippi State defeats Oregon State 5-4. That was such an amazing game. That's probably one of the most exciting games I've ever seen Mississippi State play in baseball. That just came down to the final out as Jonathan Holder got his 19th save of the season. So here are some game notes from this Mississippi State-Oregon State game. The attendance was 24,473. 24,473 people came out to TD Ameritrade Park to see that amazing game, which happens to be the largest attendance for Mississippi State ever playing in the College World Series. So here's the game notes. Mississippi State starter was Kendall Graveman. Adam Frazier in the game had 2 hits, breaking the single-season hits record for Mississippi State baseball with 104. In the bottom of the 5th, after Graveman pitched 4 2/3 innings, Ross Mitchell, the leader of the new Bench Mob rap video, came on into the game. Graveman had 2 strikeouts, 4 runs, 2 of which were earned runs, and pitched a total of 78 pitches. In the top of the 8th, for Oregon State, Matt Boyd enters the game. Moore, who is the starting pitcher for Oregon State, had 3 runs, 2 strikeouts, 7 1/3 innings. So now probably the one part that made everybody from Mississippi State stand up and go nuts, Wes Ray, as he hits that 2 RBI double in the top of the 8th for Mississippi State to take the 5-4 lead. And it wasn't as much, I think, as much benefited with Wes Ray hitting the doubles. I think Hunter Renfroe contributed to those 2 runs as much as Wes Ray did. When Hunter Renfroe was up to bat, he got a single by the ball hitting the pitcher, bouncing off of his leg down the left side of the third base line of the field. And he beats out the throw at first, and then he just hustles and hustles and hustles to beat out the throw at home to get that second run for Mississippi State to take the 5-4 lead. If it weren't for Hunter Renfroe's speed, we would have to be going into extra innings, or we may have just lost the game. So Mississippi State takes the 5-4 lead. In the bottom of the 8th, Holder comes in for Ross Mitchell. In the top of the 9th, Schultz comes in for Boyd for the Oregon State pitching staff. I'm not sure about the stats for Ross Mitchell. I was never informed of those stats, but Boyd for Oregon State had 1 run, which was an earned run, 1 strikeout, and only 8 pitches. So Holder got the save. He's now 19 saves, and Ross Mitchell got the win. He is now 13-0 on the season. And of course, the final score was Mississippi State 5, Oregon State 4. Wes Ray was named the player of the game by ESPN2. So now let's go ahead and give an inning-by-inning score. Oregon State took the 2-0 lead through 1. Mississippi State came right back with 3 runs in the second to take the 3-2 lead. No runs in the third, 3-2 Mississippi State leading. 1 run in the 4th for Oregon State to tie it up at 3. So it's 3-3 through 4. Another run for Oregon State in the 5th, giving them the 4-3 lead through 5. No runs in the 6th, 4-3 OSU. No runs in the 7th, 4-3 OSU. The 2 RBI double by Wes Ray, so it's 5-4 Mississippi State through 8. And through 9, Mississippi State wins it 5-4. So, what a game. Just excitement from the first pitch to the last pitch. And when we come back, I will break down the game even more. So stick around here on the Update Show. listening to the Update Show on Hail State Updates. Make sure you follow Hail State Updates on Twitter and Instagram at Hail State Scores for daily updates from our state.
Paperback writer.
Welcome back to the Update Show here on Hail State Updates. This is a recap of the Mississippi State-Oregon State baseball game live from the College World Series in Omaha here on June 15th, 2013. I still cannot get over what game that was. That was just tremendous all around. Excitement building up to the game. The hype building up to this game definitely was paid off. So, before I go, which will be very soon, I just want to say, at the very ending out, 2 strikes, 2 outs, men on first and second for Oregon State. Jonathan Holder, pitcher, pitches the ball, and the Oregon State batter, I can't think of his name right now, but he just creamed this ball. He just creamed it, and it kept going, and going, and going, and going. And at this point, I'm pretty sure the entire Bulldog faithful was having a heart attack at this point. I know I was getting ready to have one. That ball was going over the fence, and Oregon State was getting ready to pull a Burke Masters on Mississippi State. Except it wasn't a grand slam, it would have been a 3-run, but they would have won it off the walk-off home run. And I was begging the ball, as Hunter Renfroe kept running and running and running, to just fall. Mother Nature get a very strong wind to get this ball to fall down, and luckily, at the wall, Hunter Renfroe catches it. If that ball would have gone just maybe 2 more feet, it would have been an this conversation would not be even going on. It would have been an Oregon State victory. Mississippi State would be in the losers bracket, but, thank God that did not happen. So, that is this recap episode of the update. I hope you liked it. If so, tweet me, or comment below if you're on YouTube. Tweet me if you're on Twitter, if you liked the episode. But, thank you for listening, and I'll see you next time, and Hail State as Mississippi State defeats an Oregon State in the first game of the 2013 College World Series, 5-4.